Artist Trust's mission is to provide artists with support in order to enrich community life across Washington State. We do that in a few different ways. Advocacy. We advocate for and with artists around artist issues that impact their livelihoods. Support, direct support, which is what we're known the most for, grants, professional development, and resources for artists. And then connections, so connecting artists with the community, connecting artists with each other, connecting artists with the non-arts community to find the support for their work. So we offer a variety of training and funding programs. Our workshops are open to all artists of all disciplines, backgrounds, and so on. Some of our workshops focus on promotion fundamentals, business fundamentals, grant writing, social media. They're all around best practices, tips, and tricks to help artists navigate the business system for their work. We offer a variety of grant programs from GAP, which is a $1,500 project-based award open to artists of all disciplines, to a $25,000 Arts Innovator Award, which is also open to artists of all disciplines. We have so many artists who come to office hours, which is our one-on-one consultation for grant writing. So people who are applying for grants can come to office hours and we give them feedback on their applications. A few months ago, I did an office hours. I went to the Station, which is in Beacon Hill, a coffee shop that's POC owned, and most of its clientele, most of the people that come in are people of color. I just showed up and met with people to talk about their grants. Everyone that I met with said to me, "Thank you for being here. Thank you for just coming and listening." And a lot of the conversation that I had was with emerging artists who are still trying to figure out what to do. You know, they've been making art for some time, but they don't know how to professionalize or how to apply for grants or even how to navigate the system overall. Or there's just, there are concerns about whether or not their work is worthy of this kind of support. So it's a bit of like, you can do this, you can do this, you are worthy of the support. But again, it's about taking time with people and really listening and sometimes just making them feel like they're worthy and valid. And then they apply for the grants and they end up receiving them. Our racial equity work plays out most visibly in our program. So that means the artists that we're featuring in our workshops, the artists who are the instructors, the panelists that we invite to select the artists who are the grant recipients, the projects that we fund, and the communities that we invest in. It's really looking at partnership. So we're looking at partnering with organizations like the Seattle People of Color Salon, the Northwest African American Museum, the CD Forum, organizations that are serving artists of color and people of color, and coming at it from a perspective of how can we learn and how can we understand what artists need. Most of the staff here at Artist Trust, they're also artists. We have a musician, we have a couple of folks who have theater backgrounds. I'm a writer, a couple of visual artists that are on the team too. So we have a good mix of folks. When we're making the decisions about the different things that we do for artists in the community, we really think about how it would affect us as artists too. In my own writing practice, I'm most excited about just having the time to write. I've been working on a manuscript now for 6 years. It's a memoir about growing up in New York. I was raised by a single mom. My dad was Puerto Rican and a drug dealer and made a lot of poor decisions in his life. And I was just sort of caught in between all of this. So he left my mom before I was born. And my memoir sort of starts there, starts at the beginning and opens up into trying to figure out how to navigate the culture that I was raised in and raise my son in a different way.